Welcome everybody. Today we are going to start a new series and it's going to be about streams. So in the streams we're going to talk about guides. Guides you can ask anything you want to know about random dice. If you have questions on stream, just ask them. Today we're going to do the all PvP dice ranks, but we're going to look only at the top 25. And then we're going to do the top 5, my newest post, top 5 yin yang decks for PvP and sandboss mode. We just talk about those two topics, and next week, it's not guaranteed, but next week Saturday we're going to talk about 2 new topics. So we're going through now this. If you have any questions, just ask in chat. If you want to play co-op, ask in chat. I'll play with you co-op, but off screen. If you want to play, you can play. So we're going through the dice rank. So the dice rank list has changed. So right now we got the rarity. So this is also on my website, chrisraingaming.com. If you want to know some things, just check out on my website. You can read there many informations about the game, and maybe you'll find some of the decks that will helpful to you. Right now, this website is still new; it's still building itself up. So I'll be consistently trying to post every week, 2-3 posts. It will take some time to have more and more data. So right now let's go. So to show you the table, so first we got the rarity on the first lane. Then if you should use legendary or also in general, because some of them are not legendaries, I would say for every dice that's not legendary you can use ores on anything. But for the legendaries you have to be careful because they are limited. So now going to the dice, this is the dice name. Overall the points they got from every area in the game. So we got co-op, PvP, random arena, crew battle, and the new arcade mode sandboss. That's also where you can build your own deck. But for like mirror match, you get a random deck, so I didn't include this one. And solo mode is also there, but yeah, it doesn't. It's pretty much random. Those are pre-set up decks, so you can't really choose. So yeah. So we're going through the list. So the first size we got. So we are only looking at the top 25. So that's why I changed any tree instead of 70 or something. I changed to 25. You're going to look only at the top 25 dice in the game. So the best dice. Last time I had my list and I gave. Let's go first. First dice is growth. Growth is the best utility dice overall. It's good in co-op. It's good for PvP, random arena. It's newly added to the random arena. It used to be banned from random arena. That's how strong the growth dice was. Crew battle is also very good, and for sandboss mode also very good. So growth is one of the best dice out there, but there's a but. For legendaries ores, maybe you can use it, but it's not really the top priority to use legendary ore on growth. I know it's a very good dice, but giving it legendary ores and classing up won't give you much benefit. It's only 1 second faster to power changing to the next form. That's what the growth dice does. So checking out the next dice. So the next dice we got over here is the Joker dice. So Joker dice, it used to be number 1 on the last list, but I changed it because thinking of Joker is just a utility dice. Hi there. See, I just saw you. I can't read your name because it's Asian writing. So you really did the video that I suggest you. What video? I can't remember. You have to remind me what video. So, getting back to it. So Joker dice is overall a very good dice, but looking at only a point of view of random arena, it's kinda lacking because if you have like just non-legendary dice that aren't good and you have a choice between Solar, Growth and Joker, you're not going to choose Joker over them because the other dice are bad. So you're going to choose either Growth or Solar because those are more beneficial in the situation. So that's why the Joker does not get the time points for random arena. It can be good, but it's not always good. So that's why I get 8 points. Maybe I can reduce the points as well. in Discord. The thing you asked me. I need I'm doing lots of stuff, that's why I can't really remember, so you have to give me a hint, a better hint, or the name of the video. But I mostly do every suggestion, trying to do them. Wait, I think was this the one with the beginner's decks? Anyway, okay, so Joker does not get all the points, but still very good dice. So in co-op and PvP, except Random Arena, Crew Battle, and Sand Boss, Joker is a must go. For Random Arena, it's not always a must go. That's why it gets not 10 points, not 9 points, maybe 7 points. I think 7 points will be too harsh, but maybe 7 points, because it's not that good in Random Arena. Depends on the deck. If the deck is already good, you can pick Joker, but most of the time you're not going to pick Joker because the deck is not that sustained. So now I'm coming to the third place deck. We have Solar Dice. Solar Dice, you already know, it's very good everywhere. Somebody said in Crew Battle it's very strong, so maybe I gave it too less points in Crew Battle. Maybe it should go up to 9 or to 10. I don't know, because I don't play Crew Battle. It's just my opinion. I give it 8. Maybe it's much stronger than I thought. So maybe Solar should get 10 points in Crew as well, getting up to the same level as Grove. Back in the day, people were saying Typhoon is the best dice out there, but Typhoon, if you look up down the list, you don't see Typhoon near the top 10. So the Solar Dice, good for co-op, PvP, Random Arena, Sand Boss as well. It's very strong. Okay, yeah, the beginners. Yeah, okay, I see. So Solar and the legendary use, legendary or use. Yes, you can use it, but it's not top priority. You can use it if you want to get a higher co-op waves. Can be beneficial for the other areas as well if the Solar does more damage. The beginners tips, I see. So coming now to the fourth place deck. Maybe I should add the numbers somehow, because another link to check what number actually the deck is, but it's hard to give the thing numbers because it's a the lanes are connected to the, but we just can't remember. This is the fourth place deck. Okay, so we got Lunar Dice. Lots of people call, I should have done Lunar/Moon, because this dice used to be called Moon, but the game changed Moon to Lunar. So lots of people still call Lunar Moon because it's the original name, the first name. They changed to Lunar because in Chinese, Luna is Moon. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. So right now it got overall 47 points. You were thinking, isn't Luna that much stronger? Okay, let's look. So in co-op, 10 out of 10. PvP, 10 out of 10. Random Arena, like I said, it depends what deck you're getting. Luna can be effective, but if you don't have much going, you're not going to pick Luna. You will choose Solar Growth, Random Growth over Luna. Okay, if they can be all in the same. You don't have a 4 pick, but I'm just saying you would choose, if you have bad dice, you would choose those over Luna. Maybe you won't choose Joker over Luna, so that's why I'm thinking I should have given Joker less points at that point. And for Crew Battle, 9. Maybe I should give 10 there, because Luna you play together with Solar. Maybe I should have given both of them 9 at least, to be honest. And for Sand Boss, it's, whoa, what? It's misspelling. It's a 10. Those 2 buttons on the laptop are next to each other. Hi Ali Kri, how you doing? So if you missed the first part, I said if you want to play co-op, you can ask me in chat. I'll play with you off screen, but I'll play decks like Yin Yang, Solar, DPS decks where I don't need much focus. Well, Solar you need a little bit focus, but I'll still continue with the guide. So now I'm coming to the 5th place deck. we got a crack growth. On my also list, you saw that random growth was number 2 or number 3. But now looking up the list, I don't see random growth. I think I overhyped the random growth. Oh, random growth is just next to it, but random growth is not that good. But now we're at the crack growth place, so we got 45 points. For co-op, it's very good. Most of the time, you play crack growth and normal growth together. You don't play crack growth and random growth. That's not a good combination. For PvP, it's good, but not the best. Man, you can play if you want to. It's just going to be beside the growth. For co-op, you can play crack growth on its own because you don't want too many high dots if you're playing combo or some decks. And it has a chance to go down. It has benefits. If the knight change your way battlefield and high wave, and it has a chance to go down. That's why crack growth gets in co-op with 10 points. And then we got random marine PvP, so it's good but not the best. That's why not 10 points. Random arena is also good. Maybe I should have given there less points, I'm thinking, because crack growth most of the time is not doing. It's a good pick, but it's not doing what it's supposed to do, because if you start with 4 crack growths at the beginning, it has chance that your battlefield is empty. Maybe I should have given there 8 points as well. I might take a second look about it and maybe change it. Crew battle, yeah, it's strong. It's strong, but now thinking about it, it's strong, but not maybe worth 10 points. I should give it as well 8 or 9 points, because, like I said, you can play like growth, crack growth, Joker, Luna, Solar. Yeah, like a deck, you won't pick crack growth, as you won't pick sacrifice over crack growth. And after two, you won't pick crack growth over sacrifice. So at that point, you would take sacrifice instead of crack growth. So crack growth isn't that strong, so it would lose some points. I would adjust the list as well. In Sandboss, it's good, but like the beginning, you need to be strong in the beginning. So that's why crack growth is not there. Crack growth needs some time to be very effective. So that's why I gave it only 8 points. I need to adjust the crew battle points. The co-op is fine. So now coming to the 6th place deck. 6th place dice. We got the crack growth. We already had the crack growth. We have the random growth. Random growth has overall 44 points. Co-op, I gave it 8 points because in co-op mode, this dice is strong, but it's inconsistent. You can get high dot at the beginning, but that's about it. When the knight changes once your battlefield, it takes forever for the random growth to change to the new dice dot to transform. But they changed it that with higher dots, it goes faster for each dot 1 second. It does reduce it by the time, but that's about it. Then we got here the PvP. PvP is very strong, but not the best. You can have success with it if you're lucky. So it's RNG based if it works on PvP or not. Then we got random arena. Then random arena, that's OP. If you have bad dice and you have this, it's very strong. It's not like PvP, you have access to every dice, but for random arena, it's much stronger. For crew battle, I'll give it 9 points. I mean, at the beginning, you need to build up your battlefield fast, but if the knight changes your battlefield, it's going to be critical. I think I need to give less points to random growth. I need to ask people who play crew battle. I think the crew battle lane, I need to change the points, because I need to ask people who actually play crew battle how to rate the dice, because I don't play crew battle, so I can't really rate the dice only from the past meta. But I think the meta has changed a lot. I don't think that Atomic is the meta there, maybe. So I'll make my research and I will update this list for the next week. So for Sandboss, it's very strong, but as well, I told you at the beginning, you need to be very strong. But sometimes, yeah, like I said, it's RNG based, so random growth is not that strong. crack growth and normal growth are more consistent than the random growth, because the crack growth and the random growth can change like to from one dot to another random growth, so it would take forever to change. So now we're at the 7th place. Like I said, I need numbers. So this was the 5th, 6, 7. So on the list you see there are lots of utility dice there. Actually we can't do that this, but I think we go do 10 per page, just cause I want to have all on one page, and we go just to the next page to check in the numbers. It's easier like that. Okay, so we got on the how you call it? We just had a 6 on the 7th position. Summoner dice. Summoner dice got overall 43 points. It's good in co-op because on the long waves, merging, summoning another dice, it's going to be more valuable the longer the run goes. Mostly used for support decks. Also very good in PvP mode, very strong. In Hyper Sim it's not really used because bounty and sacrifice are more consistent. But if you go in for a longer run in PvP that's sustained longer, you would choose Summoner over Sacrifice. For Random Arena you can pick it. I think that's the points I should have given Joker, because it's like depends on what your deck is looking like. So I think I should have given Joker as well, like the Summoner treatment 7 points instead of 8. I'm just saying about Joker earlier. So yeah, it's good, but not that good. For some crew battle, like I said, this point I need to ask people who actually play crew battle if Summoner deserves so many points. I think I would ask Dr. Killer or forget his name. Magnet? Cool Magnet. Yeah, Cool Magnet. And we got Sand Boss. I don't think that's X. I don't know if he plays crew battle or Loon Jun. I don't know. I might ask them in future. Sand Boss, it's pretty decent. So I gave it 8 points. Oh, I didn't talk. Yeah, those are not legendaries. That's why I didn't talk about. So I told you every non-legendary just give them Oz, because they're not legendary. They're a bit viable, but not that viable. So you can use them if you want to. For Summoner, it's a clear no. There's no benefits really classing up this dice. Yeah. If they give Summoner Joker, how they will give Joker dice trade? Joker, I can't see it, but maybe lots of dice will have dice trade. And I don't know how they will give it to Summoner a chance to summon another 2 instead of, I don't know. That would be broken for Summoner if they ever do dice trade for Summoner, Joker, Growth, Solar. They already did for Luna. Luna's very high on the list, but the Luna one was not that OP. Maybe for Solar they can do it as well, the same like Luna. Different numbers to activate the Solar. Can be also interesting thing to do. Now we got Sacrifice. I already talked about Sacrifice, and if you look at the points, it's like a tie with Summoner overall. So we got in co-op. Sacrifice is like a jealous dice. That's where Sacrifice losing the points. But if you take co-op out of this, Sacrifice is better than Summoner. If you took the co-op lane out totally, then Sacrifice would have much more points than Sacrifice. Just saying, Summoner. Just saying. Okay, so we got PvP, very strong. Actually 9 or 10 because it's very strong. Counter to all those essence royals, but can be. It's not the best pick, but it's a very good pick. So that's why it gets 9 points. For Random Arena, 9 points, also very strong. Very good utility dice can help you get quick access to lots of SP. And it's not like Bounty where you need to actually activate. Is the stream going to be uploaded on YouTube when it's finished? Yes, it's going to be uploaded on YouTube when it's finished. And how you doing, Benjamin? So on the um, so the sacrifice is also very good in crew battle. It's actually the best dice there for crew battle. So if you're playing crew battle, like I said, the crew battle line, but still, I think when I play crew battle, sacrifice is a thing. It's just like getting all these bosses, the knights and everything, change your battlefield. Sacrifice help you getting SP, since in crew battle you don't have any battlefields or for any benefits. Sacrifice just OP there. For Sandboss as well, it's as strong in PvP. You can just play your PvP deck in Sandboss mode, but there are some decks out there that are strong, that but aren't that strong in PvP. I'll be talking about them in my future guides online, guides stream online. They're all online. So on the 9th position, since we do 10 per page, I can easily navigate the place. So on the 9th position, we got Metazis, or we just call Meta Dice. The name is actually ridiculous. Okay, so you got 40 points overall. The maximum is 50. That's the growth got, but it's close to max. So the Meta Dice in co-op is just perfect. Because in co-op, since it changed that it has a chance to transform, it gives you so much SP. Makes the energy dice stronger, combo dice very strong. Else, do we need core meta for any else besides energy and combo? And for overheat. Almost forgot that dice. Those are 3 dice who benefits from the meta change. And playing with the Luminous Prism makes that even double, triple. I'm saying double. It's too much. You will have so much SP. For PvP, it's also very strong. Not the best, but very strong. Because it has chance to summon bosses. It's like, yo, if you have the RNG, and send a boss to your opponent, and you send a boss in the right time, can mess up with your opponent's battlefield a lot. But this one you can't control which boss you're sending to your opponent. So Sand Boss is like meta dice, but with Sand Boss you can choose out of 3 which boss you send to your opponent. For Random Arena, it's a good pick, but like I said, it depends on what dice you have. Actually, I should have given less points for Random Arena because it's lots of RNG. I think 7 points is worth for Random Arena because it's not that consistent, because it has the dice itself is RNG based, and the normal non-meta meta monsters aren't that dangerous. It can be dangerous, but it's not that. For crew battle, like I said, I don't have much experience with crew battle. I have to ask the people, but right now seeing crew battle, it can be effective, but you're most likely going to play already AoE. You're going to destroy every boss already, so I don't think it's going to be that good for crew battle. For Sand Boss, it can be decent because you'll be sending boss to your opponent's side, and you can merge the meta to stress your opponent more out if you have multiple bosses on your opponent field. But this is random, like I said, so I'm not sure. And for using the legendary aura, I would say no. Don't use the legendary. It's actually no benefits. Maybe I think the base attack gets higher a bit. That's about it. Yeah. So now coming to the 10th place dice, we got a nuke dice, has the same amount as meta dice, so they can change position actually, but I think it's like by the alphabet. So M, N, yeah, that's why the nuke is under, but they're both 9th place actually. So for co-op, I try to do nuke only co-op. Maybe it can be used in the support-ish, but right now I don't see it much. The nuke dice, yeah, in co-op it can be used, but if you face off the slime, it actually needed a DPS. But I think I have a deck idea how to play the nuke, and still a nuke in the support deck, and you still have the DPS. So if the DPS has some troubles, you're going to start to use the nuke. But for that, you need either a class 13 or class 12 Lunar user for this deck to work. But if it gets there, I'll try this out. I'll just ask some people. Don't know much, but some. I think I know somebody here. I know somebody here. Good. Class 12 Luna. I'll ask him. So for PvP, it's very strong. It's very strong. Last season I make it to Challenger 1 because of the nuke dice. But I used to play nuke dice before the buff, the change. And I had some success, but this nuke change with the dice rate class 10 makes the nuke OP. Because it used the nuke effect 3 times. I know it does not do like the same percentage in the past, but still, the addition, those 3 attacks are over, the normal nuke. But the normal nuke is also very strong because it kills the mini boss instantly that the dice trait does not do. So the normal nuke isn't a waste, but the dice trait is just stronger. For random arena can be good, but like I said, it depends on what. You don't have the dice trait in the first place, so you just have the normal nuke, but it can be very good. But but in the pick, so the ranks are based on the picks. So if you have the nuke, I'm just saying nuke and Joker. It's like in situations sometimes you pick the nuke over Joker, but it depends on the situation. So I think I might either put Joker both 7/7. I'm just thinking about the Joker. I give it too much points. I saw somebody else's list as well. They put Joker like on not using in random arena at all. I was like, oh, this is too wild. But then just thinking about it, maybe he's not that far off. He's a bit off, but not that far off. I'm just saying. For crew, at the beginning of crew, nuke used to be a good thing, but now with dice trade, I think it's going to be bigger if you have the right deck. I might test it out, play maybe more crew battles. I'm not a fan of crew, but maybe I'll get to enjoy it more since I'm playing with nuke dice. But crew battles are also taking forever, that's why. But co-op does also take forever, but the rewards from co-op are just more. Yeah, and in crew, if you lose, you waste a lot of time and you lost. That's the thing. For Sempos, it's very strong. It's very strong. It's very strong. And for legendary ores, I just put on yes, but only if you use if you want to get the dice trait for class 10. That's why it's a yes. Else you don't really class up the nuke. So now coming to the place. Did we? No, we didn't go to next. Yeah, from place 11 to 20, and then we're going to look the 21 to 25 ranks. Then we're going to look at the. Oh boy, the television just turned off. It does sometimes randomly turn itself off. Okay, let's wait a minute for the television to turn on itself. Oh boy, and then I have to wait. Check this. Just want to have to shut here so I can actually see it. Okay. Okay, so we got on the 12th position, 11th position, Guardian Dice. Guardian Dice is very strong, guys. So in co-op, it's used for the Guardian, Moon, Luna, Crack. It's very strong. Just playing with Assassin Bounty Time support, and you get to with 100 safety. Not safety, but depends also what class your Guardian is, how much crit damage you have, what class your Luna is, but most of the time you're going to pass with 100. Or you get to 80, 90, it's also very strong. For PvP, it's very strong. I lost a few Guardian, Royal, Luna players. Oh, I think they were either playing Luna or Scope. I lost to them. And yeah, heads up. They did a well job. I was playing, actually playing right now. And I'll be showing you my top 5 PvP decks. My top 5 and the current top 5. They're going to be such formats for each season. Because my deck every season changes. And the meta also every season changes. For co-op, I already said it's very good. For PvP, very good. For random arena, it's a good pick because you just merge around that dice, and it gets stronger. And I think 2 or 3 or 4 that's already very good. But in random arena, it's hard to get those numbers, so I just give it 8 out of 10. For crew battle, I don't know, I just give it 6 because you'll be having consistent boss change in the battlefields. I don't think it's going to be a very good pick for crew battle. But I will ask, like I said, I'm going to ask more crew battle people what they think about all dice in the crew battle lane, if somebody has all the time to do it. And I would take the numbers from what they're saying, but I will ask multiple people and then I will try to find a middle ground of those numbers. For Sand Boss, it's very strong, but I think it needs a little bit time to build up. That's why I didn't give it 8 points, so I gave it 7 points. Wait, let me drink something. My voice is cracking. And for the Guardian dice, you can use Legendary or if you want to, but if you listen earlier, top priority is Luna. Luna is just right now the best dice to use the Legendary ores for, because with that you can grind for co-op. High waves can be useful for PvP, will help you for multiple areas, so you can use the Guardian dice for Legendary ores, but you won't be a mistake, but Luna is just a better option. Until you reach class 12 of Luna, I would say class 12. Then you can change focus and take a look, but it will take for a long time to actually reach class 12 of Luna. Even as pay-to-play player. Yeah, I'm not free-to-play, I'm pay-to-play, but not extreme play-to-play. Just cashing a bit there, but not really much. Bounty dice, also very good. Overall 38 points. Why did I put legendary ores? Ores no, it's yes, because it's not a legendary dice, so maybe just a typo. Co-op 9 points. I mean, it used to be less, but no. You can use it for Guardian dice, for especially for the Guardian Lunar Moon Crack. You can use it for combo, but meta is actually better, but you can use it both as well. Just 9 points. 9 points is not less. It's good. For PvP also 9. Actually for PvP I should maybe, yeah, it's 9 points because your opponent sometimes can decide to merge or not. But it's also blocking your opponent. So 9 points is very decent for bounty. It's very strong, but yeah. Random Arena there, your opponent has more control because you're most likely not going to eat your bounty and you don't have a follow-up to change your opponent battlefield, and your opponent can leave his size out on the battlefield, not changing it. Can be, yeah. I mean, they change bounty so you get more SP when you power it up, but your opponent can decide not to touch your dice, and you'll be waiting like, where is my SP? I just used bounty. Your opponent's not touching his battlefield. So, yeah. Crew battle, I give it 6 points. I mean, you don't have any benefits of battlefields, so you don't have double bounty effects. That's why it was better in PvP or in co-op, because you got the double bounty effects, and that's very strong. So for crew, I think Sacrifice is just the best pick there. Yeah, for Sand Boss mode as well, you don't have the battlefield benefits. That's why 7 points. If you could have played a full battlefield, that mode would be just too broken. It would just too be broken. Okay, I think it's the right way that mode doesn't have a battlefields. What does if you send a boss the Luna Luminous Prison triggers? You were sending double knights. Yeah, I can see that. That's why they removed. They have to be coding it differently, and maybe they didn't. Maybe, but all arcade modes you don't have battlefields, so maybe that's the thing they are doing. All arcade modes you don't have battlefields. Period. Then we're getting to Berserker dice. Berserker dice overall 38 points. You would think like Berserker dice. That dice is decent, but how does it get so many points? You will see it right now, okay? Maybe I think for crew battle I should have lowered the points. I was like giving too much points for crew battle. I'm just saying, okay. it's a good dice, but crew battle maybe I should have reduced the points to 7 or 8. But I'll be asking the people. Because in the high waves, I don't think Berserker's doing much damage. I think for crew I would reduce it, but for Sand Boss I won't. So let's get first from left to right, from co-op, PvP, random arena before I jumped straight into crew. I just saw the high number, I was like, this doesn't seem that right. But like I said, the crew battle area, I think I misjudged many dice. Okay, so first, co-op. Yeah, it's a dice. It's not many mods. It might. I mean, they changed it that the activation can be activated easier, but still, against boss, it's not doing much. It's good against waves, but co-op is more with the bosses. So, and we're going to have double bosses. So, Berserker's not doing much. So just 5 points is kind of okay. For PvP also as well, it gets activated. If you use the Berserker in PvP, you have to use it as how you call it, second DPS. As old DPS, no. If as beginner, I'll advise you, if you ever play Berserker, either play it with a beginner, I'm just saying Iron, Mighty Wind or whatever, just play it with another dice that's next to it. So the Berserker gets its benefits. Random Arena, like as well. I mean, it can help you if you have a bad battlefield and then the monsters are spamming. It will help you clear it up and give you some time. So that's why Berserker is still in Random Arena a little bit more valuable than in PvP. In crew battle, that's what I think. I was like, hey, wait, let's use it in crew Random Arena. But thinking crew battle, you know, the waves were going higher and higher and higher and higher. And at some points, the Berserker is not doing much. So I shouldn't have given it 9 points. I should have given 8 or 7. It's good, but not that good. For Sand Boss, it's 9. I have a deck there. You play Berserker, Royal, Flow, Joker, Growth. It's very toxic. You'll be seeing most of the time lots of Yin Yang players. This deck is going to destroy the Yin Yang most of the time. I would say 9 out of 10 times you're going to win against Yin Yang players. There are a few times you will lose because at this deck you're looking at, you'll be saying, didn't you say you play Berserker as single DPS? You won't play it, but this mode you can send in monster waves, and those will instantly activate the Berserker. I think they just put the right amount so you can instantly activate your Berserker dice. But if I have reduced the points, overheat will be over Berserker. I'm not saying that I won't reduce, I will reduce, and you'll be seeing overheat over Berserker dice. And over scope will be also over Berserker. But if you're going through the list, you'll be seeing there are lots of few non-legendaries. Mostly unique. Unique is the next rarity below legendary, but they are over legendaries. Because some legendaries has only used for one area or two areas, and they will be slack in the other areas. That's it. Oh, water. So we got the overheater is already talking about it. Overall, 37 points. Co-op, it's very good. I give it 10 points. For PvP, it's good as well. It's actually season dice. Right now I think it can be annoying playing against it, but if you got the right setup, you can easily destroy it as well. So I gave it 8 points, maybe 8, 9. That was decided, but I'd rather give it 8 points. If you don't agree with any points, you can just comment down below or to write in the chat as well. So we got now Random Arena. Yeah, I'm thinking Random Arena, you need your SP. You don't have much options like in co-op. In PvP you have a battlefield. In Random Arena you don't have that, and maybe you don't have sacrifice or something, so it's not the best pick out there. Maybe you give it even 6 points, because Random Arena it's not a good pick to pick overheat. I would rather, okay, I won't take combo over overheat, but I would rather pick Berserker. Yeah, I would rather pick Berserker over overheat dice. For crew battle, I don't know how it's working. I just gave it 6. I'm thinking you won't have much SP to shine. If somebody said overheat is actually now OP in crew Crew battle, just comment down below, tell me. But I'll change the numbers like I said. Same boss as well. You don't have the battlefield benefits. Overheat there is not making it. So now we got on the 15th position scope dice. It's 15th, 14th. It has the same point as. Oh wait, it's just about the alphabet. Okay. For PvP, I give it 7 points. Oh, that's co-op. 7 points. It's okay, but I mean, Luna is much better for co-op. 8 points. Yeah, the double wave stage is like scope dice is there, but is it doing actually working? People rather just use Luna. Just saying. Or they will actually choose even crit dice. I think crit dice would be even better for co-op than scope dice. Just saying. And then we got PvP 9 points. It's very strong in PvP. Just claim off the monster waves and then you be faced off the boss. It's very strong for scope PvP. Random Arena 5 points. It's like it's there. Sometimes it helps, sometimes not. But most of the time depends on what you're already picking. It's like the Joker. Like I said, I should have given Joker less points. Crew battle, I give it 7 points. Maybe I'm wrong, and that dice is actually very strong in crew battle. Like I said, for crew battle lane, I'll make my research after the stream. For Sand Boss, it's actually very strong, like in PvP. I give it 9 points. It's very decent. And because you'll be setting off multiple monsters, and so you'll be able to destroy the multiple monsters. 16th position, we got Assassin Dice. For co-op, very strong, very strong. It's actually one of the best dice out there for supporting part. For PvP, it's strong, but it's not that strong as in the past. There are now multiple ways to counter the Assassin Dice. They even buffed the Assassin Dice before they noticed that the Assassin is weaker, and they buffed it. So if each class up, it gets faster and faster, the Assassin animation. So when it's class 15, it's going to be broken fast, so you can't really react. You can react, but it's too fast. Okay. You have to be a pro as I don't know. But it had some bugs as well, and that's why I stopped playing Assassin. I don't know if the bugs are fixed with the animations. I made a screenshot, but I forgot to post it. But whatever. Random Arena, I give it 8 points. It's decent, but not the best pick. It can be annoying to an opponent, but that's about it. Crew battle, don't play Assassin in crew battle. Don't play it, okay? I give it 4 points to make it clear. And also, I forgot the legendary also to talk about the pass. Overheat, yes, you can do it, like the Guardian part. Scope, maybe you can do it, but just the Luna, don't do Scope. If you have the comparison, they're both buffing dice, just do Luna. For crew battle 4, I already talked about Sand Boss 6. It can be used, but you don't have the luminous prism benefits, so that's why Assassin's very strong in PvP and in co-op. I mean, you don't really need it, but in co-op you have more time for Assassin. And use legendaries also, no. Now on the, oh my god, my voice is cracking too much. Oh, my throat is getting too dry. On 17th position, we got the Unknown Typhoon. It used to be called the best dice out there, DPS. But on place 17, why so low? Overall 6 points, and not that low. For co-op, it's bad for co-op. It can be used, you can get to wave 30, 40 maybe if you're lucky, you have high enough crit damage. But that's about it. So 6 points, it can be used, but you can use it with Hell Dice if you want, but I won't really recommend using Typhoon at all in co-op. Just play something else. For PvP, I'm on the wrong lane. So PvP, it's very strong. Can be used as single DPS, and you can play all the other effect around. You can play Hell, you can play Royal, you can play Assassin, I-Extend. That's where Typhoon shines in PvP. But in Random Arena, it's also very broken. It can help you get all the way to 12 wins. So be careful. Random, it's still very strong pick in Random Arena. Like I said, as a single target DPS, it can work alone, like Solar. Solar, you need some activation, but Typhoon doesn't need activation. It has its own activation, but transformation. But it just needs multiple dots on the field, and then yeah, it'll just do the damage. Crew battle. Crew battle, yeah. Crew battle, it's single target damage. You can try to fail if you want to, but you're facing off bosses, and bosses, yeah, that won't work. For Sand Boss, it's decent. You don't have the benefits, and there are stronger decks out there. And for Sand Boss, if you're sending the boss to your own side, that's where Typhoons be slacking. That's why I noticed that using the Berserker was much powerful than the Typhoon. Now coming to the 18th position, Teleport. And Legendary Ore on Typhoon maybe, but maybe to no. The other ones were like maybe, no, maybe, no. If you say maybe, take all the yes. Total priority, yes, maybe. The Typhoon is... I should have put no. I just should have put no. I just have put no in Typhoon, because you get only 3 base attack. Oh my god, that's the worst, one of the worst Legendary Ores for DPS dice. I mean, I can see it for Summoner, maybe not getting benefit, but Typhoon is a DPS dice. Just saying. Okay, now let's go to the 18th position. We got Teleport. Overall, 35 points. That's very good for a non-legendary. Legendary Ores, just do it. For co-op, yeah, it's not really doing much. I mean, as support, it can help you clearing the monster waves faster. But later, once the knight hits you, it will all come back to your teammates' battlefield. So maybe you get more SP out of them. That's about it. Yeah, that's the only benefits I see out of that. But that's about it. For PvP, very strong, very strong. It can be very toxic. If your opponent doesn't play a Solar deck, it's going to be hard for him to come back from that. For Random Arena, can be also very strong, like I say. If your opponent doesn't play Solar, and you have, if you're lucky, 2 dots connected, it can make you easily win. If you have Growth, Teleport, Joker, that's almost GG. If you go those 3 dice connected, it's going to be easier for you to win, unless they have Royal, Assassin, or Solar, or Berserker. Okay, yeah. Now I've seen what dice can counter them. Rock can also counter, because you won't get to that high amount of waste to survive that, unless you have a Typhoon as well. Then it's your deck is actually broken. But yeah, just for crew battle, it can be a double-edged sword, so that's why I put it 7. It's good, but it's a double-edged sword. Either you're spawning to your opponent's battlefield, but when your opponent to kill them, it's coming to your battlefield. Maybe you don't have the answer to it. It's a double-edged sword. You can play it, but yeah, double-edged sword. I give it 7. Sand Boss 7 can be very strong, but you don't really see people actually playing it. Yeah, you can play it, but you'll be sending yourself already monsters, so they already have most of the time dice that kills AoE, so they're already prepared to send them to themselves multiple monsters. So if you play Berserker and you play against Teleport, you would think like, yeah, I was already prepared for that, so just send me more monsters. For Mimic dice, Teleport, every non-legendary I told you, you can use Ores. Mimic dice, the 19th position, it's actually low, but this utility dice, not, it's like Joker, but a little bit similar, weaker. So 34 points overall out of 50. Co-op, it's very good, can be used for combo decks and support decks. Else, I don't see any decks where you play mimic dice, but it's doing its work. For PvP as well, it can use only in some specific decks like Hypersyn, Combo. That's only count. Maybe I missed one deck, I missed somehow. But, and the nuke dice, the nuke deck, that's I'm playing the nuke. But I didn't count for co-op because I'm not playing the co-op nuke dice. We can use it for merging dice, transfer dice that needs just merging for their benefits, like nuke, meta, assassin, and so on. If you want to play mimic, but mimic is not the best pick, so you rather pick Joker. You would chip 10 out of 10. You pick Joker over mimic, but if you can play both, then you join in the mimic dice. For random arena, yeah, it's okay. You can pick it, but it's not really doing it. It has some base damage that's higher than Joker, but that's about it. For crew battle, no, you pick sacrifice. It's not. I don't think it will have some space unless you play something with nuke, sacrifice, mimic, Joker, summon. I don't know. Okay. For sand boss, yeah, it's okay, but you don't have any benefits. It's not doing its work. Okay. Now we got a 20th position Holy Sword dice. Overall, same like Mimic. Core up, it's 80 points. People saying with Holy Sword you can get to with 200 trend. I haven't seen any gameplays of that. I think I saw some, but the thing was class. I don't know if it was a hacker or not. PvP, it's also very decent, but you don't see ever Holy Sword in PvP, so that's why. Random arena, it can be decent, but Holy Sword, only when it's transformed to the Divine Holy Sword, it's actually very good, but the normal as well is not that bad. I mean, you have still the additional damage, that's why for solo mode you see Holy Sword is actually decent. For crew battle, I don't really see Holy Sword really shining. And Sand Boss, yeah, I don't get bothered with Holy Sword. Holy Sword is a decent legendary dice, but there are lots, the others already named them, they are much better. It is a mediocre legendary. I mean, I think if you have a high enough Luna, Holy Sword can be broken, I heard. I just need to test for myself out. Okay, legendary is also yours if you want to, but really no. So now coming to the last 5 dice. So in the 21st position, we got Blizzard dice overall. Wait, the last... They have the same points as Mimic and Holy Sword. So those are actually all 19th position. So we are going all that way down to 3, 4, 5 to IX10. That's the last dice. The rest aren't. Absorb 26. Oh boy, whatever. So Blizzard dice co-op, decent. You can play it, but it's not in the meta right now playing that co-op. Blizzard PvP can be decent, but like the slow meta is like dying. Yeah, the slow meta is dying, especially when they brought up the death waves, getting faster and faster. Slow meta is dying. Random arena can be decent as well, can help you to survive, to kill the enemy. Crew battle, don't play slow dice. That's where actually the Blizzard dice lost the points in crew battle. No benefits. I should have given 0, but it's 1 out of 10 points. So if I could have given 0 points, I would have given 0 points in crew battle. Because no slow dice is going to help you in crew battle. Sand boss, it can be decent. It can be decent. Like if you use legendaries or also on it, no, you don't need. Now coming to time dice. Time dice, you can for co-op 10 out of 10. For PvP, 7 out of 10. I mean, they changed time dice, so even a 7-star can affect all the lower ones to speed up in co-op and to slow down in PvP. So I haven't really played time dice in PvP, but maybe I will try it out and see how actually it does. For random arena, I give it a 6. It's like, yeah, it's a dice that's there, slowing your opponents, but doesn't really do much. you have to actually play it and see. You're on the wrong line as always. For crew battle, yeah, maybe it's still better than Blizzard Dice, but still bad. I just give it a 3 out of 10. And for Sand Boss 6, I saw a few player, but they lost. And Time Dice, maybe. Actually, I should have put yes because you need higher, but not top priority. Higher for core battle if you really want to have a better support. But that's about it. Now coming to the 33rd position, we got the Hell Dice. Overall 34 like the previous 4 dice, so they actually one rank. For co-op, I give it 3 points. Maybe I should give 4 or 5 points, so 3 points is a little bit harsh. 4 or 5 points I think would be more fair. Yeah, but I really won't recommend using Hell Dice in co-op. Especially in wave, boss waves. You'll be losing because you won't have any health benefits. Also, that's why I give it 3 points, because all the monsters' death you'll be spawning to at your teammate's side, so yeah, it's not doing its work. Okay, PvP, it's very strong. I'm shaking my head. It's very strong. I'm doing like, it's very strong. If you play flow and hell, it can be dangerous. It can be very dangerous. But you don't need to play flow. You can even play royal just to mess up your opponent battlefield, and you have lots of monsters to solve how to beat them. So it can be very benefits playing the Hell Dice. For random arena can be also very effective. So 7 points is fair, depending on what dice you have. If you have only a bunch of slow dice, the Hell Dice won't maybe do much. For crew battle, I give it 7 as well. Like, you're facing most of the time bosses, but you're spawning all the monsters to your opponent's battlefield. So I give it 7. And for sand boss, it can be also very decent. So you'll be sending already more monsters. Yeah, that will help you be like, yeah, that's the right point to send my monster in, and then snap. So on the 34th position, we got Combo Dice. Combo Dice down here. Yeah, Combo Dice got weakened many times, and now it's down here. It used to be one of the best dice, now it's down here. But it lost most of the points because of random arena, but else it would be much higher, a bit higher. So lots of dice will be like that. Because of they are bad in one area, they lose many points and they will send them to another area. So for co-op, it's very good. I give it 8 points. PvP 9. Maybe I should reduce. I played with it. The time when I was creating the list, I was having some success. But for co-op, I think it will go down to 8 points. 8 points, not 9. I should go down to 8 points. Yeah, 8 points for co-op combo dice. It's still strong, but not that strong. So it will be under absorbed dice actually. For random arena, you need a setup for combo dice to work. It needs Joker and Mimic for combo dice to actually work. So in random arena, if you don't have that setup, don't pick combo dice. Yeah, it's a bad pick. Crew battle, it can be decent, but not really. I would recommend playing. I just give it 7 points. But like I said, the crew battle lane, I will adjust that one. But I think combo will even get less points in crew battle. I have a feeling. For sand boss, it can be decent, but there you don't have the benefits, so it's actually worse. So coming to the last dice on the 25th position, we got IX10. And actually, maybe I'll rate IX a little bit higher for PvP because this season it's getting more used. For crew, crew. My nose. Oh boy. I actually got a coat, that's why. My nose is blocking, it's clogging. Yeah. I actually can't speak much, but I'll try. So IX10 for co-op is strong, decent, gives you some benefits to additional damage. That's about it. But yeah, you have to wait for. I mean, you can play it with IX10 bounty for the. Yeah, you can play as. Yeah, you can play something in combination for the Guardian dice. I've been thinking about it. You know, think about something about it and play that for Guardian GMC, Guardian Moon Crack, or Guardian Lunar Crack, whatever you want to call it. For PvP, it's very decent. It's not playing in the Yang decks, you can switch just to kill off those Solar. Once X10 hits a 7-star, it's going to be very, very hard for your opponent to come back from that. Random Arena, it can be also very annoying because you have only few dice, and when it hits the right dice, you already won. Crew Battle, I think it's bad because there are lots of changes every time with the Knights, with the Magician, with the Leo. So lots of changes, so that's why I don't think it will have that benefits like in PvP or in Random Arena. For Sand Boss, it can be very decent, but you don't have the battlefield, not like the Luminous Prison that will trigger your debuff as gain. And for Legendary, also like for combo, you can do it because combo needs to beat certain class to be more effective, but Luna's as always the top priority. IXN, no, you don't need. Just some more healing when the opponent is attacking, really, or more attack buff, damage buff, no. So this was the first part of the video. My voice, oh boy. Where we looked at the top 25 dice in game, and talking about every area about them. 1 second, I need to drink another. And now we're going to change to the second part of my website. We'll be looking at the top 5 let me close this one. Top 5 Yin Yang decks for PvP and Sand Boss. You'll be quietly reading about them. If you have questions, just ask in the comment section. And 1 second. Yes, ChrisRainGaming.com. Let me open it up here again. Just easy to remember. ChrisRainGaming.com. Come on, just search. So here you got the random dice section. Close this. And either you choose here one of the posts you want to like, but it's easier to navigate if you hover here. If you're on phone, you just click on it. And you either want to see ranking. Ranking is about co-op tier list, the dice ranks, what we did earlier. Or you go here to PvP. You will see here top PvP decks. This the post what we are talking about now. I haven't done a thumbnail yet, that's why you don't see a picture. Or top beginner dice for random dice. You will just see gameplays as well. Talking about gameplay. Wait. Whatever. How to play. In how to play section, you see how to play certain decks. You'll be seeing guidelines how to play them, and there's going to be proper, like the videos are on YouTube, but there's no link to the YouTube video. But there's going to be a proper video text, like I'm going to show you, like for Solar. It's going to be a proper text showing you how to play Solar. But how to play Solar, how to play is similar to how it works. How it works, we are going to speak on specific dice. We'll be looking at them, like how Mimic works. We'll be looking how it works, where you can play with which dices, with dice connected together to play those decks for PvP co-op. Maybe Sand Boss I can add it as well in future. And then we got the co-op gameplays. This section I still need to work on. I don't think this one is... Yeah, this one I still need to work on this section. And the last section we got over is the guides. So there you can see guides, all info you need about Sand Boss mode. There I'll be guiding you how the Sand Boss mode works and everything you need to know about it. About my experience. It's not the in-game data or something. So maybe there's some data I left out, like you need to kill this certain amount of monsters to activate the boss. Yeah, this information I don't have it there. Okay, so let's get to the one we're actually going to talk about it. So as always, if you want to play some co-op, just comment down in chat. Then we can play some co-op off screen. Now we're going to talk about the top 5 Yin Yang decks for PvP and Sandboss mode. Let me drink one water as well before starting. Okay. For PvP, oh my god. For PvP mode are different Yin Yang decks out there, but here you see the top. Okay, the text. I need to work on them, especially in Sandboss mode, where you get access to all dice you could use of these decks if you want to play Yin Yang. This English sounds a bit weird. Whatever. Yin Yang, Joker, Switch, Royal, Supplement. This is the first deck. This deck is very strong, especially against assassin decks and mirror matches. Yeah, you'll have mirror match because I'm not going to reach that text. I'm just going to say what's on my mind. So it's strong against assassin decks because you can use switch to dodge the assassins, and it's strong in mirror match because Royal is going to destroy your opponent's battlefield. Actually, it says the same thing, but I don't know if the grammar is right. Okay, so that's a deck, not high quality. Yeah, I need to work with the graphic, but you can still see what dice are there. The graphics are bad. And now we got a second deck: Yin Yang, Joker, Growth, Crack Growth, and Supplement. So this is the normal Yin Yang deck, what you play normally in co-op mode. It's very strong. Once you got your battlefield set up, it's strong, but it has a big downside. You're very vulnerable against royal players. Assassin players, you might overcome them because you have lots of growths getting your higher dots. But against Hypersyn, you might lose because you can't dodge the assassin against Hypersyn. But for that, you have this version of Joker. You got the Yin Yang, Joker, Growth, Crack Growth, and Sacrifice. With that, you can, if you don't want to play with the Switch, you can play this version. So against Royal players, Yin Yang players, you still get SP for the Sacrifice. So you can still have your Yin Yang activated, and you don't really need to switch around because of those Royal players. But the Royal deck is actually more beneficial in PvP and Sandboss mode. Just saying. So now we got this version of the deck. This is actually getting more popular in this season of Shield. So people will play more Yin Yang, Joker, Supplement, I Extend, and Switch. I Extend just to kill those Solar players and other DPS players. If you want to get the higher dot DPS dice, and most players don't play Supplement, so they have to merge it away or they're going to lose. And while you're building up your battlefield, switching around, you have the right setup, you're going to win most battles. And now coming to the last deck is the Joker, Yin Yang, Supplement, Flow, Growth. So this one, it's also very strong. Once you have your battlefield set up and high dot flows, you can pressure your opponents because of the flow, making the monsters on bosses on the enemy's side very fast. But this one is 5th position, it's not that strong. This one is very inconsistent to build up because once you start up with 4 flows, 3 flows on 1 Joker, or 2 flows and 2 Jokers or Supplement, the battlefield is very weak and you can't really recover much from it. So I wouldn't recommend playing this deck. All these other decks are much stronger than this one with Flow. I mean, if I Extend has high base damage, both of them transform, and this one has also higher base damage. So I mean the Supplement has low. So if you start with 4 supplements, yeah, you are effed up. But it's just RNG. So if you want to know more guides will be mostly weekly based on Saturdays. If you want to read more, you can't wait for the next week. You just go to chrisraygaming.com and look up for it for yourself. So anyway, that's it for the stream. Thanks for coming by, and see you on next week when it's Random Dice Guide.